My name is Robson Omatseye. I'm the team principal of Fastlane Motorsports. It's a racing team in Nigeria, an actual car racing team. We're racing a professional racing series called Rodex Nigeria that holds at the Motorsport Raceway in Edo State, the first circuit-based car racing event in Nigeria. You know, we have the cars built to racing specs, same quality in any other part of the world where they have car racing. You have your roll cage, which is like a whole frame that encompasses the car. So in the case of a rollover, this protects the car from compressing. This is a racing seat, keeps you planted in the car so you don't move too much. I have this 4-point seat belt harness that latches you to the race seat. So in case of impact, you are totally protected. You have removable steering wheels. You know, you just push the button and you can actually remove this. In case you have to come out, in the case of a crash or a rollover, you just remove it in case, you know, there's not enough space. You have a battery kill switch, is right under there, in case you have to cut power, that red thing. In case you have to cut the power when you have something, you just remove that. We don't use keys to start the car, we use the buttons. In the case of use those buttons, those flap switches there, you just pull them up and you're able to start the car. So in case of an emergency, you can just flap it down to close the car. So your fire extinguisher has to be reachable. So I actually have a mount for my fire extinguisher here. The extinguisher is in the boot at the moment for show purposes. So you put the fire extinguisher on there. You can put the fire extinguisher anywhere close to the driver. So the driver can also be his own first responder in the case of a fire. The other things are performance based, and you know, it's just to help the car go faster and corner harder, and you know, just push the limits. For this class, we're using only 4-cylinder engines that came with the BMW E30 chassis and the Benz 190. You're not allowed to add forced induction. You're only allowed to use natural aspiration. So that means you can't do supercharger and turbochargers and all that. So all you can do is probably your intake and your exhaust. So all the cars are identical. The powertrain is identical. Where you have the differences will be on how well you know about building a car and how well you can build a car to handle more cornering and all that. Ideally, you would have your helmet on, fire resistant head cover, racing suits, fire resistant hand gloves, fire resistant underwear in your racing suits and everything. Has the sound of about 135 horsepower. Taking corners at about 100 kilometers per hour. That's what people really want to see.